Hi, I'm Habimbola Akintande, a doctoral student of the American College of Education. I'll be presenting on the pest analysis. This presentation is a conduction of an internal and external assessment audit of an organization, of an educational organization. The purpose of this presentation is to analyze the environmental factors that might impact the vision and mission of an organization. Specifically, I'll be looking at a K 12 school district. A pest analysis, which is the political, economical, social, and technological analysis, will be adapted for the purpose of this assessment audit. So, what is PEST? The PEST acronym for political, economic, social, and technological factors is an analytical tool for scanning the external environment of any business organization. This will reveal the opportunities that are inherent in the environment as well as the threats, which are obstacles to the performance of the organization. So, the political factors are the government regulations, legal factors that are associated with the business environment. This could be tax guidelines, this could be trade regulations, this could involve employment laws, and any obstacle or opportunities in the environment, in the political terrain, that might create uncertainty in the tenure. For instance, the tenure of the school superintendent, or it could be disagreement with unions and bargaining agreements. The economic factors are the financial or fiscal policies, or also financial gains, profit from the outside, that might influence the buoyancy or the profitability of a business. So we're talking about the prevailing economic environment, for instance, the influence of the COVID pandemic, interest rate, bank interest rate, loan terms, credit availability, and disposable income, or even the effect of a recession and the instability it creates. The social factors are related to any change in the demographic or change in the population, trends such as birth rate, death rate, mortality, and migrate. We might look at conflicts or relationships, networks that are available. It could also relate to change in the norms, equity, cries for social justice. The final part of the pest analysis is the technological factors, which governs IT, ICT, information communication technologies available. This will include innovations for integrating technology for profitability, diversifying brands, opportunities for teacher integration of technology. Specifically, the organization I'll be looking at is a school district whose goal is to close the student achievement gap for students and increase opportunities for students by graduation, going into college, and other opportunities for alternative careers. So the political factors that might threaten or that might also pose opportunities to this organization include a failure to reach a consensus with the union in collective bargaining. There was a 1984 bill, which was the Maintenance of Effort Law, um, act that was passed in 1984, and this mandates that the local jurisdiction must spend as much as they spent on education, as much expenditures as expended in the previous years based on student enrollment. There was a 954 student increase in enrollment, and therefore this county will be benefiting from additional funding based on the MOE law. The impromptu resignation of the school superintendent this year poses instability in the political terrain and might jeopardize plans and strategic plans and operations. There's given the COVID-19 pandemic, there's uncertainty about the sustainability and the future of federal aid, and that caused the school board to reject the proposed tax rate to finance capital improvement plans for this district. Other political factors include the new law reenacted by the Biden administration, the Title IX, which prohibits the discrimination against LGBTQ and people based on their sexual orientation or gender. There's a lack of policy guidance and the inaction towards illegal immigration is impacting the enrollment and the demographic terrain in this county, as well as the resource allocation they need to expend on ESOL programs. The recently passed bill for minimum wage in the state of Maryland for $15 for employers who have 50 employees or more will impact the expenditures for this district. Economic factors. This district benefited from an extra revenue in the year 2019 based on better interest rate negotiated with banks, lower interest rates, lower loan rates negotiated with banks. The inflation rate in the country, as well as rate fluctuation, is causing an increase of up to $18.5 million in expenditure. The unprecedented pandemic and the need for remote learning increased the expenditure in Haiti up to a tune of $1.9 million extra. The state aid from the Bridge to Excellence to Public School Act dropped significantly from 48.7 million to about 32.3 million for this district. Also, federal funding reduced for the Title II Part A of the Every Student Succeed Act. COVID-19 also impacted this district in terms of losses by 2.5 million from summer school tuition and non-resident institution who would have been students who would have enrolled in the county from other jurisdiction if school were in person. Also, they lost money in terms of outdoor athletics, which were banned during the lockdown. External revenue in funding received from the coronavirus aid and also from the governor's emergency relief fund increased opportunities for this county economically. Social factors. There's an increase in diversity, but there's still geographic segregation along boundaries, school boundary lines. Also, income and race are correlated for this county. The upper north of the county is still predominantly affluent white. The younger population of this county is becoming racially diverse. There is a decline in birth rate, meaning there could be an impact on kindergarten enrollment in years to come because the under 5 population, under 5 children under 5 are declining in birth rate. There are also agitations from parents and stakeholders regarding the district's priority and funds allocated for the anti-racist audit. There are a series of allegations, up to 350 allegations on social media, accusing staff and students across the county. Only 12% of parents completed the climate survey in the year 2019, but most parents have a positive approval of the school climates across the county. Technological factors. There is a plethora of grants and partnerships for robotics and virtual academy for this district. There are also opportunities across the county through the Maryland Industrial Partnerships and also for the House Bill 2016 for educational programs in IT. There is a rise in threats from ransomware, scams, and viruses across the nation, and this might threaten the security of the use of digital technology with students and staff. There were incidences of Zoom hacking across the district during the continuity of learning or the virtual learning, remote learning. There's susceptibility to outages due to the monopoly and heavy reliance on just one single network provider across the county. The digital divide is still a threat. Up to 11.5% of parents who completed the survey for returning to school in person, claimed that their students do not have access to Wi-Fi at all, or have access to only slow internet, or are forced to use their devices such as cell phone, mobile phone data. There are a couple of licenses such as staff software, the TI-84 Texas Instruments calculator expires annually, and there has been delay in bargaining or bidding contracts. This is the infographic for the PEST created based on the 4 factors for this school district: the political, the economic, the social, and the technological. Morris in 2016 identified about 7 other variants of the PEST analysis, such as the PESTO, which includes 2 additional factors, legal and environmental, such as the PEST lead, which includes the international as well as the demographic. There is also the staple, which is a rearrangement of the PESTO. There's the SLEPT, there's a STEEP, and there's the ETPS. In conclusion, identifying the obstacles and external threats to any organization helps steer them in the right direction. According to Kim Keong 2014, factors are not unilateral, but many of these factors co-interact. The social might affect the economic might affect the political might affect the technological, and vice versa. Analyzing the pest factors helps an organization to map out obstacles and threats to their potential operation. The pest is critical to any business strategic operation. Understanding the current external factors and threats is critical rather than making assumptions. It helps mitigate the risk so that the school district and businesses could take advantages of opportunities in the environment and also post themselves to remain competitive in the educational sector. Thank you for watching.